Hello, this is Chad Middleton from Vision Counseling Vocational Consulting. I am a vocational expert, and I want to encourage some of my veterans that's out there that's still contemplating filing for TDIU to call us, get on our schedule for an initial consultation. A consultation is the first step in our three-part process of providing you a vocational evaluation report to help you in your TDIU claim. Okay? Many times, veterans are denied TDIU because they don't have evidence, they don't have a vocational evaluation, they don't have a vocational assessment to support their inability to work. Okay? But if you call our office, get on our schedule, and you do your initial consultation, we talk about what's going on with you, what's your rating decision, what kind of medical evidence that you have, what kind of limitations do you have. We get information about you. That information is going to be critical and essential in putting in your vocational evaluation report because you won't get an opportunity to stand before the VA and tell your story. So the vocational evaluation report gives an account of your ability to work, your problems that you're having on your jobs, and problems that you're currently having now. And when the VA looks at your medical records and your DBQs and your disabilities, they then can understand how the vocational evaluation report flows. And when we identify, if we cannot identify any jobs that we feel that you can perform, we provide that in a vocational evaluation report. The report is individualized, is written specifically for you, and is detailing our search for jobs as they exist in the national economy. Okay? So if you're considering TDIU, why not have a vocational evaluation report to supplement your claim? My experience in these 12 to 15 years I've been doing this is without it, they're going to deny you. Do you have to have a TDIU report? No, you don't. I've heard of many veterans that have been approved for TDIU without a vocational evaluation report. I have. But those veterans in these years that I've been doing this are few and far between. The VA has made provision for veterans to use vocational assessments to help them in their claim, but there's not a lot of people that's looking for vocational evaluators. And to be honest with you, there are not a lot of vocational evaluators that has the experience that we have here that can put in precisely what's needed to warrant a favorable TDIU determination. My schedule is open. I am scheduling now into July, I believe, July, first part of August. And if you call our office, you get on the schedule. While you're waiting for your appointment, start requesting your medical documentation. All right? Because after your initial assessment or consultation with me, we then do a vocational assessment. An assessment is important for me to review your medical records. But if you have no medical records, you don't get a vocational evaluation report. Medical records include statements, buddy statements, 4138 forms from the VA, DBQs, you request your CNP exam results, your award letters, resume, a snapshot of what your disability rating is and what for. This information is used in your assessment. So when we look through your medical records, we can substantiate you having limitations. We can't just base a report on what you say. We have to have some medical documentation to support the problems and the limitations that you're having. Okay? So I'm going to say this, and this is going to help you. Go ahead and file your intent to file when you see this video. Go ahead and do your intent to file. Because what happens is by the time we give you a vocational evaluation report, and by the time the VA finally awards your disabilities, they're going to backdate it all the way back to the date in which you did your intent to file. Okay? So that's going to get you more money put in your pocket. Also, if you've been denied TDIU, you really need to consider appealing the decision if it's been within a year. If it's outside of that year that they denied your TDIU, you still need to contact this office, set up a TDIU consultation, and then start your vocational evaluation report or the process. Now, I won't even do a report on you if you don't have evidence to support a favorable decision. Okay? So I'm not in the business of just giving you a letter to say whatever you want me to say. Nah, that's not what I want to do because I'm credible. I work with the Social Security Administration as a vocational expert. I worked with workers' compensation as a vocational expert here in South Carolina. And I've worked with the VA as a rehabilitation counselor, helping determine the feasibility of veterans' ability to work. So the terminology that I use, the methodology that I use is to your advantage, okay? So if you have any questions, go ahead and write them down. Go ahead and call our office. Get as much information as you can so that when by the time we have a conversation, when we sit down, you can tell me about how your disabilities has affected your ability to work, okay? Our number, 803-563-5087. Again, that number is 803-563-5087. You can also email us at admin, ADMIN, at vcandvc.com. Thirdly, you can go to our website. Our website is www.vcandvc.com. We're here in Columbia, South Carolina. You can go to our website. You can contact us. We are here in South Carolina. We're licensed as mental health counselors. I'm licensed and certified as a vocational expert. And I'm able to do vocational work all across the nation. Okay, so regardless of where you are, we can help you with your claim. I just had a veteran contact me, and I did a consultation that lived in Africa. I was so excited. But anyway, regardless of where you are, actually the person is from the United States and now currently residing in Kenya, I believe is where she lived. But nevertheless, regardless of where you live, we can do a vocational evaluation report. However, I depend greatly on the information you provide me during these sessions to help develop a report. My older veterans, be patient. I am very patient in getting your documentation. Don't get overwhelmed so quickly. Don't give up on the process. Your age cannot be used against you when applying for TDIU. Regardless if you haven't worked in 15, 20 years, you're not interested in working. Still, the vocational evaluation report looks at your current level of disabilities for service-connected disabilities only, and whether or not these disabilities contribute to your inability to work, okay? I'm going to do more videos. I want to encourage you as often as you see these videos, like and subscribe. But most importantly, call our office, set up an appointment, and let's talk about why you can't work. All right, this is the middle of the year. It's June 2025. I want to see as many people as I possibly can, but I can't see you if you don't contact the office. All right. For those of you that are inquiring, you ask how much is the assessment or the consultation. The consultation is $150. Okay, consultation is $150. You get to sit down with me for an hour, and we get to talk about your evidence, your situation, your history, your jobs, your conditions, all right? Each and every report that I write is individual. It's not a cookie cutter report, 2-page report. No, this is an in-depth, comprehensive vocational evaluation report, okay? So I look forward to seeing you. I thank you for tuning in to Vision Counseling and Vocational Consulting. I am very interested in your case, and I want to hear from you real soon. Take care of yourself. God bless you. Thank you for serving our country, and thank you for checking us out here on YouTube. Have a blessed day.